Hi, just to finish off Children's Week, I couldn't get the kids off the trampoline yesterday, and now I'm afraid they're at school, so I'm going to have to do this one solo. It's the last book, and it's by Cheryl Lee White, and it's called Pete, the Cheeky Parakeet. And I love just that line on its own, makes me happy. It's a lovely book, and all of the children enjoyed it. It's quite ageless, although it's a picture book. The sort of imagery appeals and the wording appeals to very little ones. But actually the messages, I think, are really important. And what really worked for us is reading it as a group of siblings was quite powerful, because Pete is quite cheeky and he's actually quite rude, and he upsets nearly everyone in his family, in his human family. And then when the one person who sort of he's nice to and looks after him has to go away, he's then stuck with these people who really don't like him. And it's actually very powerful, I think. It's about consequences to our actions. It's about, how we treat other people and what we expect back from them in return. It's about how we, reshape relationships that have gone sour. And how we just behave. It's beautifully done, and you don't, on the surface, none of that's happening. On the surface, it's just quite a funny book. But all of those things came out, and the children got all of those things, all of those messages. As soon as you said, do you think Pete will regret that? Or, why won't that person want to help him? They all got it. So it's a really powerful sort of discussion book around behaviour and consequences. And I think, books that are fun and light and beautifully illustrated, but then allow for those conversations to happen, I just think are essential for every family. And as I say, to have a big sibling group able to figure that out and have a little bit of time to reflect on how we behave has an impact on how people feel about us, and that they might hold on to that, the notion of grudges and the notion of payback and all these sorts of things was really powerful. And so it's light and funny, and I love the Cheeky Parakeet wording, but actually there's an awful lot more in there than you would expect. So it would be a great one for a class of children or a play group of children to have a think about, because Pete learns some valuable lessons.